Hello again, beer fans. It's been a while since I've done a beer review, but I had a beer in my refrigerator I haven't reviewed before. It's Bell's Two Hearted Ale. Rather popular beer as well in some quarters, and so I thought, what the heck, I'd open this one up since I haven't had it in a while. And when I initially had it, I really liked it. Um, this is my second of the night, so I should be fresh on my notes. There it is. You see, you get a not too much of a head there. Certainly, certainly it's there. This is not a macro for sure, but at the same time, the head is certainly not as big as you would see with a lot of beer. The color is a nice gold. Kind of a Yuengling-like color, maybe a little more orange than that, or something like that. And this is considered an IPA, and it's not as probably as good as the Hop Slam. It's a lot cheaper, and it's quite a good one. The smell is quite nice, although again, beer smells kind of a grapefruit there. I mean, I'm getting hops, but something else there, but I'm not sure what it is. And then on first sip, bitter comes at you first. I've heard a lot of people use grapefruit. On the taste, certainly that's there. And I think that gets at the, well, when I talked about hops before and the hop flavor, sometimes I've said that's got it's orangish. It's always a citrus, but this is a very bitter hop, without being just with some flavor, but it's very bitter. And I should clarify this. This is not a hugely IBU beer, but the predominant hop character appears to be more bitter. This and again for the IBU, this has quite a bite. It kind of settles into kind of and it's a 7% by the way. It kind of settles into a more of a smooth bill afterwards, some earthy. Floral, maybe floral instead of earthy notes after the bitter, and once your tongue gets adjusted to it, it becomes more of a just grapefruit. With floral notes. The nice thing with this beer, surprisingly drinkable for a beer like it, and that's probably because of the lower IBUs. Again, it has quite a kick, but you can kind of go at this one, and so it's a good thing. There are no off notes here. Bell's is really good about that. They don't have, the finish is very clean. Nothing that when you taste it you're like, ugh. Every note seems to be doing what it's supposed to be doing. That being said, if I was to criticize the beer, you could say it's a lot less explosive than a lot of IPAs that I've liked and reviewed in the past. It's certainly flavorful. This is not a macro. Everything that there's very much a positive, but there's not as much happening, and it's not got kind of that wow that just smacked me in the face kind of feel that say some of your Stones do. It's more of a that's pretty good, but again that may be an advantage because at 7% you maybe shouldn't, but you can pretty easily down I think 2 or 3 of these. I mean 2 or 3 could be that bad, but You could bring this to a football game and feel pretty good. You get wasted, but it would drink nicely. Kind of very, very summery feel. Um, Recommended. It's a little highish. It's $11 for an IPA of this quality. That's not that high, but it is a little. It's certainly on. What do I say? It's like Pabst PBR's first tier, then Bud and all that second tier. Sam Adams third tier of expensive, and this is in Sierra Nevada. Anchor. This is fourth tier. This is a level more expensive than that stuff, than Sam Adams and Sierra Nevada. That's usually about $9. This is about $11. A cut above, and again, there's that. This is usually for a 6-pack, with the exception of say Two Hearted and kind of the more special edition beers. This is about as high as it gets, honestly. For ones that aren't predominantly sold as singles. Up there with Stone, Bell's, Dogfish had all about the same price, and so this is at that top price. Well, this is a good offering. Something a little different. Again, if you're not in the mood, there's the thing is that at that price range, there's two really excellent IPAs. There's the Stone IPA, and there's the Dogfish 60-minute. And is this better than that? I don't know. It's certainly not blown away by those, but I don't know that it's actually better than those two. I may need to actually go at those and see what I think. Although again, my gut feeling has always been that you guys, at least my audience, skews more towards whiskey drinkers and cheap beer drinkers. It's a weird mix on my station, but that's generally what gets the most views. Actually, my craft beer reviews get by far the lowest amounts of views. Maybe that's because they suck. That could be why. I don't know. I may just not have anything interesting to say about those in relation to what other people are saying. But typically, but I may do that for the 15 people who would be interested and for my own education. Kind of look at those other ones at this higher price range because, point blank, I'm about out of cheap beers to sample for you guys. I may, there's a few left, but not many. I'd have to think about it. I did a pretty good job clearing those out. But anyway, I recommend you try it if you like your craft beers. If you see it at a bar, that's a good way to try this. You will see this at bars, at least in my area. I do. And so this is a good one to get. Maybe better offerings at this price range in the style would be my gut feeling, is that there are better offerings. But still a good beer. An excellent beer, in fact. That's all I got. See ya.